Hey guys, welcome back. Hot sunny day calls for a nice frozen treat, and there is nothing better than a mango and a coconut kulfi. And if you're a vegan, you can substitute the milk for coconut milk. So let's get cooking. Classically, kulfi is made out of plain milk with some spice powder like a cardamom. So you boil the milk down till it's almost a quarter in its original quantity, and then you freeze it into small molds, cone-shaped molds. I'm going to do my take on it. I'm going to use mango, and along with the mango, I'm also going to use coconut milk. Now, when I make kulfis, I actually use whole fat milk and I use cream. But in this instance, I'm going to use coconut milk. Now, cream, I use it because it's got a nice richness of natural fat, which makes the kulfi taste quite nice and rich and creamy. So instead of cream, I am actually going to use coconut milk. Put this milk and coconut milk mixture on the heat, and now all you have to do is bring this mixture to a boil, but make sure you keep stirring it regularly. Also, the choice of your pot is very important. You need to have a pot which is a heavy bottom pot. In that case, the milk does not burn, and you always have to keep stirring the milk. If you leave the milk in the pan, the bottom will burn and it will spoil the dish. So keep stirring it, and we're going to cook this mixture till it comes to a boil, then reduce the heat and simmer it till the milk is reduced to almost a quarter of its original quantity. The milk has reduced down, and you see when I move the spoon on the bottom of the pan, you can actually see it. So that tells you that the milk has become nice and thick. Now I have added no sugar right now. If I added sugar earlier and boiled the milk, then the sugar would have got a slight caramel color, and that would have spoiled the color of the kulfi. So always you add the sweetener or the sugar last. In this case, I'm going to use condensed milk. So now it goes in the condensed milk. This is sweetened condensed milk. This will not just sweeten the kulfi, but will also slightly thicken the kulfi. So when it's set and when it cools down, you have a very nice creamy flavor to it, a nice richness, because that's what condensed milk does, and makes it sweet. I'm also going to add in fresh desiccated or fresh grated coconut. It gives a very nice kind of a texture. When you eat the kulfi, you get the bites of the coconut. It'll taste quite nice. Stir that all in. Just want to make sure that the condensed milk mixes with the milk reduction. And lastly goes in my Alfonso mango puree. Now I have pureed some fresh Alfonso mangoes into a blender and made it into a puree or a paste. You can use any mango, or you can even use a canned mango puree, even that would work well. Stir the mango into the milk, and the color changes instantly from being creamish whitish to be a nice bright vibrant yellow. So I'm going to switch off the heat, stir the mixture together, and I'm going to let that cool down. And once the mixture cools down, that's going to go into a mold to set and to freeze. My kulfi mixture is ready, and to transfer it into a jar, it makes it easy to pour into the molds. Now I am using an aluminium cone-shaped kulfi mold, which gives it a very nice unique shape of the kulfi. Now if you don't have this, you can use an ice cube tray or any kind of a round bowl or a container, ceramic or glass, it will be fine. Also, I'm putting into rice so that it does not move, it remains stable. Pour the kulfi into the mold. This now goes into a freezer till it becomes nice and firm. The kulfis are out of the freezer, and as you can see, they're nice and firm. The rice keeps the cone mold quite upright. So what you get is a nice hard kulfi. Now because there is no egg in it, it's just solid milk fat, it really becomes quite hard, which is actually what the kulfi is supposed to be. The best way to take them off the mold is to lightly dip the mold into warm water and then just press the kulfi on the sides and you squeeze it out. Now I have already squeezed out 2 of the kulfis, which is in a portion. But what I want to show you is how to actually make the plate look nice, how to make it look beautiful. I've got a plate here, which I'm going to dress it up for the kulfi. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spoon in some mango puree. So this is the mango puree with a spoon of yogurt in that. Now there's a small trick which I'm going to show how to make a pattern onto a plate. All you need is any kind of a bowl, a steel bowl, a glass bowl or a ceramic bowl. I'm using a ramekin bowl, but the base has to be flat. And this flat base is pressed on top of the sauce and it spreads it out and leaves a very nice imprint on the plate. So watch this. Press it firmly and lift. And you can see that it leaves like a pattern. And because this is mango and a coconut kulfi, I've got some diced mango with some fresh grated coconut. You don't need to put any sugar here because the enough sweetness in the mango. Going to put a garnish last, and now I'll dress it up with the kulfi, which is in my freezer. So there is the kulfi which has been demolded. In the restaurant we always demold the kulfi and keep them into a tray, so it's easier to plate the dish when the orders come. And one quick kulfi, I sliced it into 1 centimeter thick slices and arranged them into like a zigzag pattern. Little flour as a garnish, and lastly I've got these chocolate garnishes which I am going to spread across the kulfi. Let's do a small one here. And one here. There you have it. So that's our coconut and mango kulfi. Very simple flavors but very flavorful, and that is the most important thing. Make sure you guys try it at home and do try and plate the way I have done. And don't forget to feed your friends and family, and lastly, don't forget to tag me. So until next time, happy cooking.